William Collier,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were suing the defendant, Charles Hamilton,
Yes, Your Honor.
for $3,200 for an unpaid loan and pain and suffering.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you were countersuing, sir, for emotional stress and harassment for $2,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll start with you, Mr. Collier. How do you know Mr. Hamilton?
Well, at one point in time, we were in high school together at one point in time.
Okay, what city are you from?
St. Louis.
Okay.
We hadn't seen each other in a number of years, and we were, at a club at this particular point in time, so we were doing some catching up. And
When was that?
This was back in March of 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were talking, he started telling me that we were talking about some mutual friends and everything, and so he says to me, I own a club. And I said, okay, and so I tell him, I said, I have a band. And at this point in time, we start talking about, well, maybe my band could play.
What kind of band do you have?
I have a jazz, R&B, and blues band.
Okay.
And
What's the name of it?
Ambition. And so.
Do you own a club, sir, in the
Yes,
St. Louis area?
Club 270, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's called Club 270?
Club 270.
Where's that name come from?
That comes from Highway 270.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
you can just get off the highway and go right to the club. That's what
Right.
you're saying? All right.
Yeah.
How long have you owned the
Familiar
club?
highway since 2011.
Okay. And what kind of club is it?
We have bands, we have dancing, we have artists from around the country come there. And recently we started having problems, okay? And
You mean
well,
financial problems?
Yes.
Okay.
And what had happened was I talked with William, and he had a band, a new band, by the way.
Was it new to you or just new?
No, it was
in
new to
general?
St.
him.
Louis.
Okay.
It was new to St.
this
Louis.
guy right here. He had no, we had
Hold on
not
a
met
second,
each
sir.
It
other.
Hold
was
on a
new
second.
to St. Louis. The
Okay.
band was new to St. Louis. Now, we gave them the opportunity to play there. Club 270, the hottest club in St. Louis. Gave the
You have
band,
to say so yourself.
gave the band the opportunity to play there.
Okay.
All on the strength that he was my high school friend. So, Club 270 is in Ferguson, Missouri. I know that a lot of people know about Ferguson, Missouri.
Right, because of the
Okay?
Michael Brown
And
shooting.
It's a very, very, excuse me, Your Honor, racist city. Okay, we could get 600 people in there, up and down, packed all the time, but the city didn't like that. They didn't like that. So after talking with William, I said, well, William, I'm gonna let you deal with the club, but we having financial problems now. Now, they want me to open it back up. Now, I told...
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. Let me let you interject here. Because this case is about your club was, you were having some financial
Right.
problems,
Yes, ma'am.
and he said
Yes,
he
ma'am.
loaned you money to help the club out.
Getting to the point of me financially getting with this guy. We meet in March. We go through March. I'm checking out the band, checking out his club and everything. They have a few things going on at the club. But at the same token, he comes to me and says, William, can you ride with me out to this golf course to talk to the guy who he pays his rent to? So I'm saying to him, I said, well, no problem. So we go on this particular day, we ride out to this golf course. And when we get to the golf course, he starts speaking to this guy about, the exchanging of money and carrying on. And the guy walks off. They had a heated argument. And the guy walks off. He walks over to me and said, William, please go talk to this guy for me. Okay, I go over, I start talking to the guy. We sit on a golf cart on a golf course at the particular time. And then he says, William, how do you know this guy? I said, well, we're high school friends and everything. And so he says, man, I'm about to put chains on this club.
Because
and
this
close
guy's
it.
telling you he owes him money.
He owes him money. Mm-hmm. And so at this point in time, I says, I'll see what I can do as far as helping Charles out.
And so did you do that?
So what I did, after I talked to this particular person, I came and I talked to Charles and I told him, I said, look, man, if I do this for you, I got to pawn my necklace in order to do this. Because
Well, how much money are we talking about?
we're talking about $1,200.
Okay.
Okay? Now, I have a necklace, all right? This ain't no joke. You see what I'm saying? I have an $8,000 necklace, okay?
Okay.
3.5 carat, okay?
Barbara, can I see that, please? Oh, well,
Finished in platinum, okay? With rings and okay, to
Wow,
match,
this is nice.
okay? I bought it as a set, okay? So when I tell this guy I'm gonna loan him this money, we have an oral agreement at this
So
point.
I'm just curious, when do you wear this?
When do I wear it?
Yeah.
When I'm playing.
Oh, you're playing with the band?
You know what I'm saying? See, we got.
So you have a certain look you're going for when you're
We
in the
got
band?
the best
Okay.
band, and a lot of these guys are playing with different people and things
So
like
what
this.
you're saying is Club 270 was not your big break?
Not by a long shot.
Okay.
So the first engagement we played there went well. We had a nice turnout and everything.
Not really.
Money went well, paid the
Not
band, and everything was okay.
How much were you paid for the first time?
It was in all $600.
Okay.
We paid the band, so the next following week we were supposed to play. The second week we were supposed to play, the club was sabotaged by some guy he says owns the club. And
What do you
so
mean by sabotage?
the sprinkler system and security system was tore. Whatever happened, the fire marshal closed the club.
Right.
What
He
happened to
hired-
the sprinkler system?
One of the subordinate partners wanted to basically sabotage the club because we had changed the checking accounts and he didn't have access to the accounts.
Now, you say the club is sabotage. You can't play on that particular
That following
night.
Sunday, I cannot play. Okay, but the thing was this right here. Before all this happened, I get in the car at him at the golf. I'm telling him I have to pawn my necklace.
Because that's how
We
you're
have
gonna get
We have an
$1,200.
oral agreement at this point. So to my detriment, I pawn my necklace on the oral agreement that I'm having from him to say he'll pay me my money.
Okay, so you go to the pawn shop or somebody you know
I pawned my necklace to a friend of mine
for $1,200.
for $1,200. $100 and incurred $100 fees a month that I told him about.
That's kind of
prior
a big deal for somebody to do, pawn their, I mean, this is $8,000 necklace. He wears it when he's on the gigs, playing in the band, and he's pawning it for you? That's
No,
kind of a...
Your Honor, I agree with that. It's a big deal, but you have to understand, in America, there is what you call the greatest class of people, and that is investors. Sometimes your investment does not pan out. You fall down, you brush yourself back up and get back up.
Because you're saying the money he gave you was an investment.
Was an investment.
Not a loan.
Now, had he gained money okay, from that investment, would we be here today? No, I think not. Because not only would he have gotten $1,200,
Oh, man.
he would have, Your Honor, got 100% of the door.
But your club got shut down.
But the times that he did play, he got 100% of the door.
Go ahead, sir, because he's saying, you're saying it wasn't, you okay? You,
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine, Your Honor.
All right, you're saying it was an investment. He's saying it was a loan. I want you to finish telling me the
Why would I-
conversation.
Right.
Tell me. This is what I want. Here's
Okay.
what I want to know. When you gave him that $1,200, when you had the conversation with him about the money, tell me specifically what you say he said in terms of when he would pay you back.
Too much to pay me back my money, whether in increments, all at once, or whatever. At the end of 2 months, I demanded my money. I said, Charles, I need my $1,200, dude.
And what did he say?
He's like giving me the runaround now because
Okay, so Mr. Hamilton, did he come to you after 2 months and say, I need my money back?
Yes.
Okay.
He not only told it to me, he told it on Facebook.
Well, what did you say when he asked you about the $1,200? What did you say? Well, this was an investment. Did you tell him that?
Yes, I told him that other people invest in businesses. See, I'm a businessman. People invest in business.
Sir, I remember the American dream. You've already told me all
I'm
about
telling
it.
you about this particular thing, though. People invest in their hope.
Oh
Their
my God.
Their hope is to get a return
All right, Mr.
on their
Hamilton.
investment.
All right.
Now,
sir,
Your Honor.
Sir, stop. Do you have any proof that this was a
Yes,
loan,
I have
sir?
text messages showing that this guy has said in his own text messages he owes me this money. Can you please give
I don't
this to
deny
the-
that, Your Honor.
I know you
never
don't.
denied that that he put money up.
And in the
I have never
I know,
denied
sir.
that.
You're saying that he was investing in the hope and the dream.
Right.
And it was not a loan.
And
I
sometimes
understand.
those hope and dreams don't pan out. But, Your Honor, if the person that you are if the person or the endeavor that you're investing in is truly attempting to make good on not only your investment, but for the customers that come to the wonderful club, Club 270. I told them that you never give up. You never give up. Now, Your Honor, since May 13th, since we were closed, the city now wants me to open the club back up.
Show me your proof, sir, that you say this was a
Okay.
loan and not an investment.
Right.
Just show me the text
These are the
messages.
text messages.
What is your counterclaim about? You're suing for $2,000 for harassment.
Right. Your Honor, you know, since he put that on Facebook, here you go.
Put what on Facebook?
Here. Dead man walking.
What? You wrote something?
Yeah, he put it on Facebook. Now, Your Honor.
Oh, he wrote this on your Facebook page.
On my Facebook. Now, my Facebook, I don't have a lot of people.
Let's look at that
I
on
have
the flat
only
screen.
686 people.
Friends.
Friends on Facebook. Whenever you say the words like dead, and to a person that has a certified gun, then you put those two together, and you better watch out.
What do you think he's going to think when he sees dead men walking on his Facebook page?
Your Honor, he was in
It's a
my
threat.
car. He was in my car 3 times after that.
Sir, I'm asking you a
He didn't have
question.
no fear for his life. I've never
How
threatened
do you?
this
You
man
don't
in
know
my
that.
life.
You don't know that.
Because I've never threatened this man. He's never called the police
No,
on
dead
me.
man walking.
Right.
Dead
I know
man
the
walking
statement
is a
says that,
threat.
but that's a movie. That's a movie.
Oh, so you were
You know the
referring a
movie-
movie that you were telling him this is a good movie, you should go see
No,
it.
it's
when you wrote
actually
that
a
on his
movie, and they
Facebook
made a
page?
statement in the movie. It was a statement made in that movie about this particular situation.
Because here I have, you say he owes you money.
Right.
You're obviously upset with him.
Right.
And the next thing I know, you're writing dead man walking on his Facebook page.
Ma'am.
And that was just the worst, Your Honor.
Like I said, after that particular situation, this guy actually gets in my car 3 times, goes to my mother's house, helped me clean
I'm
I'm
not asking
just
what
saying,
he did.
so if
I'm
he was
asking about what you did.
If he was so fearful for his life, why would he get in the car with me? Why took him to the store to get cigarettes.
So you
What he
say
fails
you were
to realize,
harassed.
he has a problem with time, sequences. You know, he wants to take this time and throw it all the way back here just so he could, you know, put more credits on what he's trying to say
So you're
now.
saying after he wrote dead man walking, you never got back in his car?
Your Honor, that dead man walking came about 4 weeks ago.
What?
Now, I went to help him.
No, October 15th.
Right. I went October 15th, right?
That is
what-
about a month ago.
Right. That's the last communication, Your Honor.
That the two of you had?
That's right. Now, Your Honor, I went to clean his mom's house because his mom had passed, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I helped him clean his mom's house.
When
I've
was
been
that?
in his car, but it was previous time.
Okay, got it. So, and what else is your harassment claim based on?
This riles me up. You know, riles me up.
Because he was texting you or what?
Texting me. He was calling me.
So I'm just curious, if all this is going on, why not just give him back the $1,200, even if you say it was an investment at this point just to get him off of your back?
And that's why I've been paying an attorney. That's why I'm, like I told other people. And they are, one thing my problem was, Your Honor, is that he's not a seasoned investor. I can't help that. I didn't know that, Your Honor. I didn't know that, Your Honor. You know, when you, like, if you invest in General Motors, okay, and General Motors goes bust, I mean, the shares drop substantially, and you lose your money. Then you can't go and stalk General Motors chairman and say, give me my money.
What happened happens when you don't put things in writing.
Right.
You understand? Because now I'm going by the text messages, the communications that the two of you had. And he's repeatedly asking you for this $1,200, and you're repeatedly saying that you're going to give him the money. And it looks like you're making up some excuses. At one point, you say you're on bed rest.
Yeah, that's from the harassment.
Oh, you were on bed rest because he was harassing
Here's
you?
what I'm saying. All of this placed all kind of stuff in my mind. And
Mr. Hamilton, let me tell you, you're good, but you're not that good, all right?
Please.
My judgment in this case.
Can I have that?
Stop. You're good, but you're not that good.
Okay.
I believe you owe him the $1,200 for the unpaid loan, sir. On your counterclaim for emotional stress, I do not think it rises, although you were wrong for what you did, I don't think it rises to the level of him owing you monetary damages, sir. So your counterclaim is dismissed. Judgment in this case is for the plaintiff, $1,200 plus your court costs. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.